And now, Anna Everything proudly presents Cinderella. It is based on the story of Cinderella. Once upon a time, there lived a young girl named Cinderella. Cinderella had 5 ugly, mean stepsisters named Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Esme, and Naomi. Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Esme, and Naomi made Cinderella do all the chores. Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Esme, and Naomi all together. One day, the king of Sevenville's messengers said, hear ye, the king of Sevenville is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Septupling. But Cinderella is not welcome. Her stepsisters are Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Esme, and Naomi argue over who will marry Prince Septupling later. Cinderella is so sad that she can't go to the ball and marry Prince Septupling, while her fairy godmother asks her what's wrong by saying, "Why are you crying, Cinderella?" Cinderella responds, I have lots of chores to be done. I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Septupling. Cinderella's fairy godmother said, I can help with a bit of magic. So she waves her magic wand. Because of that, Cinderella's chores are all done. But Cinderella's godmother is not done yet. She said, Cinderella, go fetch me a pumpkin. Luckily, Cinderella has 7 pumpkins. Cinderella's fairy godmother waves her magic wand again to turn the 7 pumpkins into a handsome coach drawn by 14 strong horses. And then Cinderella's wear clothes into a gown and crown. Cinderella said, I've never seen such a septuple-tastic gown. And get a lot of my glass slippers, Cinderella's fairy godmother said. Have fun, Cinderella, but I would warn you. Return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken, and everyone will change back to the way it was before. Cinderella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Septupling said, who should marry me? Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Esme, and Naomi say all together, he's walking towards me. But he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards Cinderella. Cinderella and Prince Septupling dance happily together. But later, Cinderella realized it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the ball. And she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Septupling was so worried that he might never see Cinderella again. So she traveled around Severnville to find her and brought the glass slipper with him. He knocked on the door of the home where Cinderella, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Esme, and Naomi lived. But instead of Cinderella, Prince Septupling finds her 5 ugly, mean stepsisters. He then said, ladies, I have a favor to ask. Can any of you try on this glass slipper one by one? Sophia first, but her foot is too big. The rest is the same, but none of their feet fit. Suddenly, Prince Septupling notices Cinderella's sweet slimmy. The glass slipper fits! Cinderella and Prince Septupling now live happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrew's Doers, and this is the 2835th episode of Andrew Does Everything. Hang on. And now I've been debating on making the Cinderella sequels. I could do that. So, if you want to see Cinderella 2 7 Dreams Come True, maybe I can do it a 7-episode tradition. And all of you, I hope you enjoyed this parody fairy tale about rags to riches. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Does Everything. And, oh, look at the time. And well, Andrew's Doers, if we time this video just right, and a few minutes later, wait for it. And if we can time this video just right, maybe I could still do it a 7-episode tradition, by the way. And then this video is 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And take care, Andrew's Doers. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and buy our merchandise too. And now, Andrew's Doers, what Andrew Does Everything proudly presents 1440 Cinderella. It is based on the story of Cinderella. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young girl named 1440 Cinderella. 1440 Cinderella had 32 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Ollie, Nally, Ellie, Tilly, Hallie, Oakley, Lily, Sally, Allie, Nettie, Dottie, Flossie, Odellie, Unique, Ruby, Henley, Undine, Natalie, Dolly, Riley, Emmy, Daisy, Flory, Omi, Rosalie, Terry, Yancy, Sadie, Esme, Valerie, Elodie, and Naomi. Of 32, Ollie to Naomi made 1440 Cinderella do all the chores. Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Ollie to Naomi all together. And one day, the king of 1447ville's messengers said, Hear ye, the king of 1447ville is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Oliver Fadine Fording Samson. But 1440 Cinderella is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. They then argue over who will marry Prince Oliver Fadine Fording Samson later. 1440 Cinderella is so sad that she can't go to the ball. Suddenly, 1440 Cinderella's fairy godmother asks her what's wrong by saying, Why are you crying, 1440 Cinderella? 1440 Cinderella responds, I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Oliver Fadine Fording Samson. Her fairy godmother said, I can help with a bit of magic. And waved her magic wand. Because of that, 1447 Cinderella chores are all done. But her fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, 1447 Arella. Go fetch me a pumpkin. Luckily, 1447 Arella has 1447 pumpkins. Her fairy godmother waved her magic wand again. Because of to turn the 1447 pumpkins into a handsome coach, drawn by 2,894 strong horses, and then 1,447 Arellas were closed into a gown and crown. 1,447 Arella said, "I've never seen such a 1,447 horrific gown! And get a load of my glass slippers!" 1,447 Arella's fairy godmother said, "Have fun, 1,447 Arella, my dear. But I would warn you, my dear. Return home before midnight or the spell will be broken and everything will change back to the way it was before." 1,447 Arella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Oliver Fording Sampson was wondering who he should marry. Ollie to Naomi said, "He's walking towards me altogether." But he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards 1,447 Arella. 1,447 Arella and Prince Oliver Fording Sampson dance happily together. But later, 1,447 Arella realized it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the ball and she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Oliver Fording Sampson was so worried that he might never see 1,447 Arella again, so he traveled all around 1,447ville to find her and brought the glass slipper with him. He knocked on the door at the house where 1,447 Arella and her 32 ugly, mean stepsisters lived. But instead of 1,447 Arella, he finds her 32 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters. Prince Oliver Fording Sampson then said, "Ladies, I have a favor to ask. Can any of you try on this glass slipper?" Unfortunately, none of their feet were the right size. Suddenly, Prince Oliver Fording Sampson notices 1,447 Arella's sweet singing. 1,447 Arella gets so excited because she's happy to have Prince Oliver Fording Sampson back. And Prince Oliver Fording Sampson doesn't have to put the glass slipper back on her foot because that's so uncomfortable. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. Andrew Stewart, we want to see some sequels of this here 2,894th episode. I've been debating on making the sequels. Maybe this can be a 1,447 video tradition. Take care! Bye!